What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Jake Gagan Show. My name is Jake Gagan. We have a very special episode. It's July 13th, and we are going to introduce a UFC fighter. He's sponsored by Volt Inu. He's a Volt Inu sponsored fighter. He's the number 4 ranked UFC fighter in the world in the middleweight division. His name is Derek Brunson. He goes by Blonde Brunson, and he is in the waiting room waiting by. I cannot wait to bring him in to introduce him to the community. But as always, first things first on the show, guys, let's see who is all here in the chat. We have F. Rodriguez, BP, SVT Legend, Pulses Jose, Jay, A Cryptos here. Itch teaches on the whole entire Volt Army is here, ready to show up to meet the newest Volt Inu sponsored fighter, Derek Brunson. It's going to be a great show, guys. As you guys join, you know we have one rule. Make sure to smash that like button on your way. And let's get to 50 likes before we bring on Blonde Brunson. And you can already see the chat is going crazy. They can't wait to meet Derek Brunson. People are coming in, guys. Welcome in. As always, make sure to smash that like button on your way in. It's a very, very exciting show. We're going to be talking to Derek Brunson about his crypto, how he got involved in cryptocurrency, how he got involved with Volt Inu, and why he's so bullish on Volt Inu. And we're also going to be asking him some questions about his upcoming fight, because he's going to have a massive pay-per-view fight upcoming. So once we hit 50 likes, we're almost there. We're at 47. We're going to bring in the number 4 ranked UFC middleweight in the entire world, Derek Brunson, and it looks like we just hit it. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome in Derek Brunson to the Jake Gagan Show. Derek, it's a pleasure to have you here. It's great to meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Just chilling out in Vegas, enjoying the weather, playing some cards, just chilling out.
I saw your tweet. I don't know if it was last night or this morning. I was looking at your Twitter page, but it looks like you were doing well. You had a lot of chips there.
Yeah, man. It's mostly my buy-in. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of guy. I'm doing okay, but mostly my buy-in, man. Those tables down there are pretty extreme. They get crazy really quick. So yeah. But yeah, mostly my buy-in.
I like that. What game do you usually play?
I like to play Texas Hold'em.
Nice.
5, 10, 20. I was gonna step out to the 20-40 table last night, but the 10-20 table was crazy. Guys had 25 to 50K in front of them, so it was a lot of action on that table.
Yeah, my buddy was out there. He was playing like the World Series of Poker. I think it's still going on. I think he just left. He was there for like 2 weeks. He's a solid poker player. He didn't make it to the final table, but I think he did very well. He was there for like 2 weeks, and he always goes every year and competes for the World Series of Poker.
Yeah, for sure. I see all those guys, World Series of Poker, they got it going on on the side, and then they have the main poker room where people come and play cash games. But a lot of guys are showing up to the tables with World Series of Poker shirts, so on. So some of the guys that played in the tournament, they're stepping out to the cash games. Yeah, really good action.
Absolutely, man. So what are you doing in Vegas? I know the UFC PI is out there. Are you training for upcoming fights, or just going out there for vacation?
Yeah, just came out to the UFC PI just to do a little bit of studies, research, kind of refine the body, get right, start, focusing on the body for the next fight, get in really good shape, and come and get some of the statistically based scientific stuff that they have at the PI and take it back home and use it to my advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge advantage. I know a lot of fighters move out there to Vegas just to be close. I mean, you have the meal preps, you have obviously the best weights and equipment, you have the personal trainers, the nutritionists, you have the people that will stretch you out after, the saunas and the ice bath. Looks incredible there. I want to pull up a clip of you because I actually saw this on your Twitter page. You're talking about getting in shape, dude. You're probably this has to be the best shape you've been in or close to it, because this video right here, let me go ahead and pull this up on the screen. You posted it 2 days ago. You're absolutely pumping. You're absolutely pumping in this video here. You have the oxygen mask on the Airdyne bike. If you do these, for those that haven't done these at home by themselves, if you do these without the oxygen mask on, you do it for about 15 seconds, you're dead. Let's take a quick look at Derek doing this for 30 seconds with the oxygen mask on, just absolutely pumping right here.
You're going to be poor. If you decide to be rich today, who going to stop you? Who? If you decide you want to be rich, all you got to do is start.
Not easy, what you're doing there, and it's pretty cool. Like you said, you have a coach there cheering you on. But walk us through this. What was this workout? Was this at the UFC PI recently, and what was that workout like?
Yeah, no, it's funny, man. My good shape isn't my good shape is great shape for other people, but to me, I'm not in good shape. I like to walk around 205. Right now, I'm about 213, so I'm trying to trim down about 7 to 8 pounds, get back to my walk around weight that I like. That's where I feel best, and just kind of add them to that frame. But that exercise right there it's kind of like a VO2 on the bike. So it kind of tells your threshold when you break. So they give you some data to say, hey, this is when you get tired. This is what you work on. So then it gets back to the trainer. Then they start developing a workout to help increase your strength, your cardio.
I like that. So they have it all dialed in to a science. Do you like that? I mean, are you a science guy like that, or are you more like, look, let me just work out and let me get in there and fight? Or like, do you like the numbers and the analytics that are tied with it?
No, so like, yeah, I'm not like huge on like science or anything like that. But those guys know what they're doing. You know, they get you really tired. They know when you get tired, so then they go and develop a workout to help you get past that threshold and also, stop that lactic acid. So I think they're able to put together some good data off of what you give them. So yeah, I'm all about that. The number one thing is, let me train and then I go fight. But in order to take care of your body, and guys like LeBron James stretching out his career, this guy spends a lot of money on his body.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you're going to get longevity in this sport, is really taking care of your body. And in life, you only get one body, so like, take care of your body, the physical, the inside and outside.
Absolutely. And I think LeBron James spends over $1 million a year on his body recovery, which is insane. But it's like, when you're making, he's making billions now. I think he's the first athletic billionaire, right? Like that just happened. So it's worth it to spend that type of money. Now, before we get into the crypto side of things, for those that don't know Derek Brunson, it's an honor to have you on the show, man. I've been a fan of yours for a while. I've been watching you fight for years. So it's a really cool experience. But you've been fighting in the UFC for how long? How long have you been fighting in the UFC?
12 years.
12 years in the UFC. You fought the best of the best. You've been a top-ranked opponent for pretty much all of those 12 years. And you've been on a nice win streak. Obviously, your last fight, you lost to Cannonier, but before that, a 4 or 5 fight win streak. You fought my buddy 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗏. He's a good friend of the channel. You fought Kevin Holland, who we're going to talk about in just a second. You fought the current champ, 𝗖𝗧 Adesanya. What has your journey been like those 12 years, man? What has your experience been like, being a top fighter in the UFC over the course of 12 years?
Man, it's a long grind. It's consistency, it's patience. That's what anything in life. You need consistency, you need patience. So like, it's funny, like what we're talking about mainly today is crypto.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, that you need patience. If you want to see the finish line, you need patience, you need perseverance. You need to be strong-minded and understand that, hey, I'm making an investment that's going to pay off in the long run. So I kind of took that approach every day into my training. Work hard, just keep chipping away, investing time, having patience, putting in the hard work, and then, it pays off. But to be in the UFC for 12 years plus, that's pretty hard to do, man. I've seen some like really good, talented fighters. They come in the UFC 2 or 3 fights and they're gone, because every time you step out there, you're stepping out against some of the best fighters in the whole world, So yeah, man, it just takes a lot of consistency and patience.
I like that analogy, how you tied cryptocurrency to, UFC, because I'm sure you've probably had, in your career, like these down moments, right? Like where you've been maybe a 2-fight losing streak, 3-fight losing streak, and you have to come back. And I feel like a lot of investors are in that right now. Like a lot of people are down on their money, and we just keep getting hit with bad news after bad news, right? We saw what happened with Celsius. We're seeing Voyager, a major exchange, go bankrupt today. We get hit with the inflation rate, right? We just saw that the inflation is 9.1%, higher than people expected, right? So it's like you keep getting hit with bad news after bad news. As a professional athlete, right, and someone that has a strong mind, right, mental toughness is probably huge for you. What are your thoughts during these hard times? Is this something that you kind of just weather the storm with and make it through it? Or, obviously you probably don't panic, but like, what advice could you give someone right now that's a little bit worried with crypto and where it's going in the future?
Yeah, everybody always likes to panic when things go bad, but that's when you really should lock in and start focusing and be like, okay, what is my end goal? What did I get in this for? I was listening to Mark Cuban talk about crypto, and he's a guy, multiple time billionaire. He was just saying, these are one of the things a lot of people panic, and obviously when people are panicking and they start selling, then crypto is going to go down. Yeah. But it's going to be those smart people that take advantage of that. They jump in, get it when it's low, and when it goes back up high, then it's going to be a thing. I really believe that crypto is going to be a thing of the future. It's a smart way to spend money, trade money. You know, if you're in another country, you can use that currency to buy stuff. You don't have to like convert it over to euros or convert it over to reais if you're in Brazil or something like that. You can just kind of use one exchange, know what you're paying, and it's pretty much, you know, that simple. So yeah, definitely you gotta have some patience and you gotta understand what's your end goal. You know, again, I got another guy that's he's a stock market guy and he has 50 million. You know, he showed me, he's like, hey man, look, I'm down 1.5 million today, but he doesn't stress, he doesn't trip, he doesn't complain. He just look at it like, hey, this is the best time to buy. And then when it goes down more, he's like, okay, well, it's even better time to buy. But once you do your research and if there's a strong backing, strong community, then you pretty much got yourself into something good. So it's just all about just waiting it out until the boom comes.
Absolutely. That's what I've been doing during these times. I've been buying, you know, dollar cost averaging into my favorite cryptocurrencies, right? Bitcoin. I've been buying quite a bit of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, Cardano, Volt Inu, a couple, you know, I've been focused more on the blue chips and a couple of my meme coin plays, just dollar cost averaging in, because it's like cryptocurrency is inevitable. You just kind of gave a great example about not having to convert. Like if I'm in, you know, Bitcoin is Bitcoin anywhere, right? The US dollar, you can't really use in China, right? But Bitcoin, you can use all over. Another reason I like it is just the speed and the ease, like the easeability, right? If I wanted to send you Bitcoin right now, I could send it right now. I could send you up to 100 million. I could send you $100 million. It would get there instantly. It would go from A to B, and the fee would be about $2, and no governments could stop it, right? Like that's what I love about it. Now, if I want to send you $100 million in cash, it's going to have to go through different banks. It's going to have to get checked off by people. It might take up to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. So it's like crypto is something that's going to be inevitable, and these are the best times to be purchasing it. When exactly? I'm actually curious. When did you get into crypto? Like when did you first? What's your crypto story? When did you hear about it? When did you start investing in it? And when do you kind of really, you know, have that belief that this is going to be the future?
So I wasn't one of the fortunate guys to jump in like super early. You know, I heard about crypto and then I started doing my research, started, you know, checking it out, and then I started investing, buying a little bit. You know, I started buying a little bit of Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then I started hearing about the other projects, you know, and yeah, I just kind of fall to it. I just wasn't one of those guys to catch Bitcoin when it was like what, $25 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I have friends who caught it around then, but and it's funny. I have friends that caught it around then. Their story is I bought it when it was like $25, and it went up to like 400, and then it went down a little bit. So I got nervous and I sold it.
Oh, it's probably worse like that. Like
yeah, you know. And then you know what? Bitcoin jumped up to like 67 at one point. You know, 67,000. So yeah, it's one of those things, man. Wish I would have gotten it earlier. You know, everybody wish that they can do things. They can reverse time and do things, but the time is now. You know, if you see something that has potential, and it's funny when I jumped in, I started going to looking at coins that were wasn't that expensive, because when it takes off, boom, you got all these coins, and then you got all this, you know, all these shares or whatever coins, excuse me, and then it goes up, and now you're rich, you're a millionaire, you know. So I think that's an important thing too, you know. Small investments, stay strong, and just wait for it, you know. Do your research.
Absolutely. And everybody has that, you know, that Bitcoin story, but I'm actually glad I didn't get in that early, because I probably would have sold like that guy. Like if I invested and it was at, you know, $3 and it went up to 100, I probably would have sold my entire bag and would be hating myself now. But here's the thing. And I always look, less than 5% of people in the world own any cryptocurrency. So I have conversations with people all the time. And I actually had this mental roadblock too, before I went all in on cryptocurrency. I was like, look, I'm too late. Bitcoin's at like, you know, 20,000. It was like in, you know, like when I decided to go all in, I'm like, I'm too late. It's too late. It was at 3,000 6 months ago. I'm too late. But guess what? It went up to 67,000, and you're always too late. Like there is no better time than really the present right now to get in, right? For everybody that's watching. Like I have family members that aren't in, and I'm like, you know, what's blocking you? Is it like the knowledge? Have you not done your research on it? Is it, I think for a lot of people, it's just like, it's kind of complicated, and it is. Cryptocurrency is complicated. You're like, what's the blockchain? What are all these other tokens? You know, what are exchanges? What are these long wallet addresses? Like, it's different than the traditional banking system, but I think it's important, like, just to do your research and understand why people are so bullish on it. And you look at the people that back cryptocurrency, like, it's not just, you know, it used to be for felons and drug traffickers and, you know, the cartel, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, there's like legit people that are developing and building in cryptocurrency. So you know, 2022, it's been a rough year for crypto, but man, when there's blood on the streets, it's the best time to buy.
Yeah, for sure. And then also, if you're not too sure, the smart thing to do would be to do your research, find a good coin. You know, Volt, very good coin. Doesn't cost you that much. Get some shares. Get some coins. Excuse me. Get some coins. Save it. Wait for it to go up. You know, if it doesn't go up, you don't lose a whole lot. You know, I mean, low risk, high reward. That's the crypto game. Low risk, high reward. You know, you can look at it like this. If you're a guy that like to go out and party and go to the club, hey, maybe take a weekend off. Let's say you're gonna spend $150, $200. Take that $200, put it in a coin, wait for it to go up. You know, that's the same thing if you going out, you know, spending alcohol. Maybe go out, don't drink, just be social. You know, save and take that money you would have spent on alcohol, put it in a coin.
So smart. So smart. Not a lot of people look at it that way. It's right. It's like, oh, it's $150, $200 to invest. Like, that's a lot, but they'll go out and they'll blow $500 on a table and bottle service. It's like, yeah, we have to kind of flip that mentality, because it's like that $500 that you put into a token that might turn into, I've seen it turn into 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, right? But it's that mentality flip that we have to change. Now, I want to talk about a token that you are sponsored by, the 𝗪𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧 token. How has it been? Because I've been seeing the Volt Army, when you post about Volt, and you post a lot about Volt, I love to see it. I've been seeing the Volt Army, man. They've been rating you like I've never seen before. What's been your first reaction and your reaction to how welcoming the Volt Army has been for you?
Man, the Volt Army is great. You know, I just got on, I had Telegram for years. So I just started using it. You know, I looked up Volt on Telegram, and man, it's a huge community, man. It's a lot of people. So like, man, whenever I tweet out or, you know, talk about Volt, there's a lot of people backing, you know, there's a lot of people excited, strong community. And that's one of the things, you know, strong communities would face and make it through bad times. So if you're having a hard time picking a crypto, you know, hey, go with Volt, man. Strong community, a lot of backers. You know, you just keep adding to it. Like, I know these guys used to do this little pyramid thing. Hey, get a whole bunch of people, buy coins, keep growing the community, and then later for sure it'll pay off for you.
Absolutely. And I want to give a huge shout out to Crypto Chick. She said, thank you, Jake. Voted up, Derek. Welcome to the Volt community. Guys, if you are bullish on having the #4 ranked middleweight in the world, Derek Brunson, part of the Volt Army, put so many electricity bolts in the comments that the stream stops. I want the stream to break right now. Spam the comments so much. Show that love.
Blonde, you get it right.
What? Oh, Blonde Brunson, not Derek.
And you know what? Some other thing I just thought about too was talking about LeBron James. You know, this guy spends $1,000. I think LeBron got some crypto, man. I think he had Bitcoin when it was like 25. He sold it and he just like, hey, boom, I'm gonna pay for all to take care of my body, pay $1 million, you know, with crypto, man. I think that's a secret, man. I
mean, dude, a lot of these guys got in early, and look, I just changed it. Blonde Brunson, I just changed it. Look at that. Look below. Live with Blonde Brunson. No more Derek Brunson. We're live. We we move quick here on the Jake Hagan Show, but you can see this. Look at all the comments coming in. Look, everybody's stoked, bro. I'm stoked to have you here because you know you're a great fighter, and you know what I also admire about you too is like you're also a businessman. Remember when I called you the other day and you're like you were at your gym and you have your gym, and I think I talked to 𝗖𝗓𝗓 and you might be even setting up like a fight promotion down the road. Is that something that you might be doing as well?
Oh yeah, so I already have a fight promotion. I formed that back in 2018, 19. So we're like on our 13th and 14th show. So I like to keep things going, you know, patience, work hard at it, you know, eventually it's going to pay off. You know, it's crazy though. You see other promotions that's been around for a while, getting guys in the UFC, you know, and I'm like, I don't have that yet. But guess what? Keep chipping away. Keep being patient. I'm eventually going to have that, you know, be a good feeder to the bigger promotions and, you know, push a lot of guys through to the bigger promotions, whether it's, you know, UFC or another major promotion.
Absolutely. And look, we've talked a few times, you know, offline, but online, you're saying a lot of things. It's like you're preaching what I always preach to is patience. It's like, I don't know if it's just because we're in this hyper growth era and you see 21-year-olds making millions of dollars online and like everyone wants to rush, but it's like to build good things, you have to work hard. It's going to take a long time and you have to have patience, you know, and you're also going to face a lot of trials and tribulations. But that's one thing that you've been saying a lot is like patience. And even you, it's like you're you know, a UFC veteran that's had a lot of success in his career. You're building something different with a fight promotion. And even though you've had a lot of success and have a major name in the fight promotion, you're still preaching patience, right? So I think that's important to note here.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's number one. You know, everybody want to be rich, but what are you going to do? Just walk outside and be rich? No, you got to like set a path. You got to pick something that you know feel is a good way to get what you want, and you got to work towards it. You know, there's no easy or get rich scheme in life. You got to pick something, be patient, and wait. You know, that's how life is. You know, crypto is a great thing to invest in.
Oh, it's great. So I want to ask you as well. You know, you got into crypto. You're into crypto. I know you buy a lot of cryptos. Are you into NFTs yet?
I haven't. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I had somebody contact me about creating an NFT. They want to create the Brunson NFT, but I'm not. I just know a little bit about it, you know. So I'm waiting to like set aside some time because anything that I do, I like to like thoroughly investigate, know exactly what's going on. So yeah, that's one of the things I want to really sit down, watch some videos, get on YouTube. That's the best way. If you want to know something, go to YouTube. You can sit there, watch a couple videos, 3 or 4, kind of like average it out, take a little bit from each video and see about what is right.
Yeah, well, I'd be happy to help you, or at least talk offline and brainstorm with you about the Brunson NFTs, because I have some good ideas for you that would give access to your fans, like give special access to you, right, for your NFTs. Like, hey, whether it's come to like they buy the tier 1, it's like come to a UFC fight main event with Brunson. Tier 2 is like FaceTimes or meet and greets. Tier 3 is like sign merch. Like I can help you kind of brainstorm some cool NFT ways, right? Because Gary Vee has NFTs and he does it the best. His artwork isn't that great, but the utility. It gives his fans and people access to Gary Vee, right? And I'm sure you have thousands of fans that would love to have some sort of access to you, whether it's a FaceTime call, whether it's a special group, right? Whether it's joining your Discord, whether it's like the tier 1, like I said, coming to a UFC fight, right? So I'd be happy to brainstorm that with you afterwards or later next week and just chat about that.
Yeah, for sure. That sounds dope, man.
But the NFTs, the reason I brought it up is because 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗚 is dropping some NFTs at the end of this month. And I got to tell everybody right now, I always be transparent. I reached out to 𝗪𝗪𝗧, who's the lead developer, and I said, 𝗪𝗪𝗧, I need to see a sneak peek of the NFTs. Derek, Blonde Brunson. He sent me these things. They are fucking sick. They're going to be dropping at the end of this month, NFTs. It might be your first NFT. Honestly, you know what? I'm going to say it live on the air, guys. I'm buying Blonde Brunson NFT. I'm buying Blonde Brunson his first NFT, and I'm gonna buy 10 of them, and whichever one's the best, I'm giving to you. Whichever one's the best, I'm giving to you.
I like it.
So this is what he said here. Shout out to my guy Ian Randall in the chat. But 𝗪𝗪𝗧, he's tweeting it out. So David Gokshtein's a big leader in the space. He said, I'm still looking for some sick NFT artwork, not from Fiverr. And 𝗪𝗪𝗧 tweeted out, don't miss the Volt NFT trailers coming out this week. We have breaking news. The Volt NFT trailers are going to be dropping live tomorrow night on Pablo Crow's channel. I'll also be on there, but it was a gift that he put. And he's putting these dragons. And I was trying to do 𝗪𝗪𝗧's math problems. He's a math wizard. He always leaves these little clues for the community to find out. Here's the dragon here. So we understand that there probably is going to be some dragons. And he tweeted this out last night. He said, you will want to be one of the 8 dragons. Now, I don't know what this means exactly, but I'm believing that there's going to be certain rarities. How we kind of talked about for you, like having a tier 1, tier 2. I think there's going to be 8 very, very special ones, rare ones. But the other ones, like I said, guys, I saw them. I'm sworn to secrecy. I can't share them out. Maybe I'll send Derek a picture after this stream if he keeps them close. But these NFTs are incredible, man. And they're going to be dropping sometime this month.
I like it. Big business. It
is big business. And what it does too, man, it's like it allows the company, like the NFTs look sick. It's good artwork. The community's going to love them. They're going to eat them up. They're going to put them as their picture. It's great. But like the reason I love that Volt's dropping these NFTs during a bear market, like, let's be honest, marketing hasn't been great. The charts haven't been great for any token. So this is going to generate revenue for this token during the bear market. And like you've seen, man, like they've partnered with some of the biggest people. They've partnered with massive YouTubers, massive influencers. They've partnered with, I mean, you and Gilbert Burns are 2 of the biggest names in UFC in history. You're both vaulted, right? And a lot of great other fighters and soccer players. And they're doing marketing all over. So I like the fact that they're doing this. It's a good business decision by 𝗪𝗪𝗧 to wait during the bear market to launch these things, because it's going to generate quite a bit of revenue for 𝗪𝗪𝗧 to continue operating their business during these bear markets.
Yeah, for sure, man. Sounds like a great idea. And for sure, you know what I mean? Those guys at Volt, they have a great business model. And the community is like super fire, super motivated. So yeah, I think the sky's the limit.
Sky is the limit. And like I said, you've been tweeting quite a bit about 𝗖𝗢𝗡. This was one of my favorite ones. Crypto is slowly trending upward. Don't miss the wave. Team Volt. Where are you at? Hashtag Volt Army at 𝗖𝗢𝗡 official. Now, let's take a quick look at the charts for Volt. So 𝗖𝗢𝗡, like, it's up 10% of the day. They must have known that Blonde Brunson was coming on the Jay Gagnon show. People were like, all right, Blonde Brunson's coming on. Let's pump it up, baby. But 𝗖𝗢𝗡, when they did their migration to the V2 contract, it went parabolic. So 𝗖𝗢𝗡 went all the way up to a $250 million market cap. Obviously, the bear market happened. It kind of crashed a little bit. This is what happens in a bear market, right? But we've been accumulating here. Now, I've looked at enough charts in my career, kind of like if you've read enough punches in your career. It's like when you're accumulating for this long, from May to July, for 2 months in this range, what you're doing is Volt's building. They're adding exchanges, they're adding partnerships, and they're dropping utilities, and they're gaining holders. So during this time, they're just accumulating. When this market turns around, I expect this thing to go insane. Like, I expect this chart to pick up and go insane. But it's nice to see 𝗖𝗢𝗡 currently trading at a $55 million market cap. And I personally believe, not financial advice, just my personal opinion, that we will see a multi-billion-dollar 𝗖𝗢𝗡 token here in the very near future.
I like it. I like it.
It's going to be
too,
big.
man.
Yeah,
sure.
It's going to be.
Upwards, you know, keep
say that again.
Upwards. I say it's trending upwards. You know, that's a great thing, especially in a time like this. You know, when the economy's doing bad. So, and that's another thing too, is like everything is doing bad right now. It ain't just crypto. The stock market is doing worse than crypto. You know what I mean? So like, and the stock market been around for a while. You know, and that's. America is like heavily invested in it. So like, It's only up from here, you know. It may go down a little bit more, maybe go down significantly a lot more. But that's a great time to buy and then wait for it to go back up. But again, crypto is here to stay.
Absolutely. You got an elite mindset. And real quick, before we get into some UFC stuff, and I know you have training, so we'll let you off in about 5-10 minutes. I know you got to go to get some training. But let's just highlight some of the 𝗖𝗢𝗡 accomplishments so far. And guys, before we let Derek go, ask your questions in the comments right now. I'll pull up the top 3 best questions. I saw Pepsi Aaron ask a good one about Derek possibly having 𝗖𝗢𝗡 walkout song and maybe shouting out Volt in the comments. Ask your questions, guys, in the comments. We'll pull up the best ones. But how about 𝗖𝗢𝗡 in 6 months? And keep in mind, Derek, they're Blonde Brunson. They launched in a bear market. In that time, 29 centralized exchanges, 9 decentralized exchanges, 3 fiat gateways, dozens of partnerships and sponsorships, a play-to-earn game, 50,000 holders, and then they also have their decentralized exchange, VoltiChange, and NFTs coming this month. Like, dude, that's insane what they've done in 6 months.
That's a lot. Now, for the rookies, for the people that don't know, explain that. Break that down a little bit more.
Let's do it. So 29 centralized exchanges. So they've gotten listed on 29 centralized exchanges. Think Coinbase, think Binance, don't think Voyager because they went bankrupt. Think FTX, think KuCoin, right? Solid centralized exchanges. Now, why is that big? Well, personally, I believe in the exchange effect. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the more exchanges a token is on, the more people that have access to buy it, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone can use, it's scale. Not everyone can use Uniswap. And not everyone can use Binance, right? You have to use Binance US in the United States. So the more exchanges you're on, the more likely people are to buy it. 9 decentralized exchanges is like getting listed on Uniswap. It's still a big thing, but I think the centralized exchanges is bigger. 3 fiat gateways gives you the ability to purchase 𝗖𝗢𝗡 with your credit card. So that's that ease of use, right? That ease of use, that accessibility. So if you don't want to use exchanges and you just say, hey, Jake, I have a credit card, I want to buy 𝗖𝗢𝗡, well, you can do so using this fiat gateway. There is a small fee attached, but it gets the job done. Now, dozens of partnerships and sponsorships. They sponsored a lot of the biggest crypto influencers, right? Like I'm a sponsored influencer for 𝗖𝗢𝗡. They have Austin Hilton, 𝗪𝗡, Zach Humphreys. I don't know if I think Pablo is just an originator, but there's a lot of different sponsored crypto YouTubers, which I think is genius. It's marketing, right? You go to where they're at. If I was an MMA show, I would go directly to Derek Brunson and say, hey, can you come on my show, right? You go to where the audience is. And then other sponsorships. Look who we got on the show. Blonde Brunson. We have Gilbert Burns, who loves 𝗖𝗢𝗡 and the Volt Army. He's going to have one of the biggest fights coming up. We have Ian Heinich, Brendan Allen, who shouted 𝗖𝗢𝗡 out after his fight, and a ton of different marketing campaigns that are going on in Turkey and Hungary and Brazil, and there might be a big one at the end of the month, 27th and 28th. They have a play-to-earn game that they released in the first couple months, 50,000 holders, all in just 6 months. And like I said, NFTs coming soon. And then 𝗪𝗏 is going to be releasing their own decentralized exchange. So think of like a Uniswap, think of a Coinbase, if you will, just not centralized. It's going to be owned by 𝗪𝗏, but they're doing a little bit differently. It's going to be a $0 listing fee for tokens. It's multi-chain, so all different chains, right? Ethereum, Binance, Crypto.com, Solana can be listed on there. And it is actually deflationary, so it's going to burn tokens. So that's also another incredible utility that's coming at the end of the month. Hopefully that was able to explain it a little bit for beginners that were listening.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I like Crypto.com.
Yes.
So where would you put Crypto.com as far as the exchanges or apps? You know, because I know that's one of the things that UFC heavily influences, you know. So
yeah,
I actually downloaded the app, you know, as soon as they became sponsor of the UFC, and yeah, that's where I operate the most.
It's a big one, man. It's a top exchange in the world. It's a tier 1, right? So like they have different tiers,
right?
Just like anything else, right? There's tier 1s. That's the Coinbase, the FTX, the KuCoin, the Binance, the Crypto.com. Those are up there, like the tier 2s, the tier 3s, right? So Crypto.com is a massive exchange. Now let me ask you a question: are you keeping your crypto on there, or are you exporting it off of the exchanges into a separate hardware wallet?
So right now, I'm just keeping it on there.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you a link after this, because so I had money on Voyager, right? That was an exchange. When you keep your money on an exchange, they own that crypto. Like Voyager went bankrupt, and all the crypto that was on there went bankrupt with them. So in order to protect your crypto, you keep it on a hardware wallet, a 𝗖𝗢𝗡, a Trezor, or a Ledger, and then you own your actual crypto. So after this, I'll send you that. We'll get all your crypto off there. That way you own the keys and can keep it. But I don't think Crypto.com is going anywhere. They're here for the long run. But just a safety thing to keep your crypto a little bit more safer.
So yeah, so if you have Crypto.com, like you said, if they go out of business, your wallet goes out of business.
Yeah, they own it. Like if you don't, like there's a saying in crypto, not your keys, not your crypto. And like when you open up a MetaMask or a Trust wallet, they give you a 12 word seed phrase, and that's yours. Like you own it. But when you keep it on an exchange like Coinbase, like Binance, like Crypto.com, they own that, right?
So is there a way to, like, if you say take it off the app, but it's still on the app?
Yeah, you can just take it off the app. You can put it into your 𝗖𝗓𝗡 or your Trezor, and then you actually own it, and you can have it on. You have a different app, but it's safer. Like there's 2-factor authentication. You have to have a password. Like the only way that anyone's getting that out is if they like literally put a gun to your head. You know, like there's no way to hack it, because exchanges can get hacked. Exchanges can lose crypto. So it's the number one rule in crypto is to get it off the exchange, put it into a hardware wallet. And like I said, Crypto.com is fine, but you don't want to run the risk. You know, like let's say you have 50,000, 100,000. It's like, it's technically their money. Like they're holding it for you. They're actually using your money. You know, it's not really there. So I'll send you that afterwards, and we'll get you set up rightly after that. Now, let's talk about your next fight. I know you have a few minutes left. You're in Las Vegas. You're training right now. Right. You've been trolling the shit out of Kevin Holland, who's a good friend of the show. He was actually on the Jake Hagan show. We brought him on when we were in Phoenix interviewing him. You've been trolling Kevin Holland. What's going on with you and Kevin Holland? You already fought him. You posted this. You posted this picture. This is too funny. Huh?
Pull up the top one.
This one right here.
Right. Top right, yeah. Now, that's undeniable. Yeah, Kevin Holland's been so angry.
Let me pull up Kevin Holland for people that don't know who he is. Oh, it's so funny. Like let me get him with the afro. Here he is. Like it's like almost identical. Who is this guy?
Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah.
Is this not Kevin? I thought it was actually Kevin, like from a past job or some shit.
That's what somebody said to me too. They was like, "That's not him." I'm like, "Nah, he look just like him though."
Yeah, it looks just like him, but you've been trolling him. And I just saw real quick before we get back to the Kevin Hall, let's go to Power Right. He's a big influencer for 𝗪𝗏. Said, "Hey Derek, when you get in front of ESPN, give the 𝗪𝗏 project a shout out. The Volt Army loves you, bro!" All exclamation points. That's our guy, Power Right.
For sure, man. You know, I'm looking to stay, working with Volt, and yeah, for sure. After my next fight, we definitely can line something like that up.
We're gonna do some stuff. Maybe even get like a Volt here. In that side,
you never know. Might can fit into blind Brunson.
That would look sick. But back to this with Kevin Holland. I mean, are you trolling him? You already beat him. I mean, are you looking to fight him? He is on a win streak. Like but I think he dropped down a weight division, right? Didn't he drop down?
But this guy tweets me like at least 3 times a week talking trash. Like he's like begging me to rematch him. Like he asked Dana White. Dana White's like, yeah, if Derek agrees, then we can do it. You know, got the matchmakers texting me like, hey, Derek, Kevin wants to fight you. I'm like, listen, I already beat that guy. You know, I'm number 4 in the world. You know.
Yeah.
I have to, my mindset right now, just like Gilbert. Gilbert's, you know, number 4, number 5 in the world. We're in a prime, we're not number 4, number 5, just, you know, in Las Vegas. We're in the whole wide world. You know, there's so many fighters, you know, that aspire to be in the UFC, that are in the UFC. And our ultimate goal is to, you know, get that belt. And we're both right there, even though we took that step and we didn't quite pass, we're right there. So, you know, the goal is always to get right back there, you know, especially when you're in striking range. If I was number 10 or 11 or something like that, or 12, then, you know, maybe I would consider a rematch. But, you know, I'm looking at, you know, focusing on myself, better in my craft, so that next time I go out, I can impress, and then I can put myself back in the title talks.
Absolutely. And who are we? I mean, are you having those conversations? Because right now, I mean, the middleweight championship happened last weekend between Israel Adesanya and Jared Cannonier, who you fought. Like you were the next in contention belt. Obviously, didn't go your way. You know, Marvin Vettori, he's fighting Robert Whittaker in Paris, I believe, in September. Right. I mean, what's your game plan right now? Are you just kind of waiting out to see what happens with that fight and maybe take the winner of Robert Whittaker, or I don't know. What are you thinking? Like, how's it working out for you right now?
When is that fight? When do they fight?
I think it's September 8th in Paris.
Okay.
And then you also have Paulo Costa fighting Luke Rockhold at the end of August, right? So that's another one that's near you. Top 5. If he wins, that might be a potential fight for you. I mean, what's your game plan with like your managers and you know, Mick Maynard or Sean Shelby, whoever the matchmaker is? It's like, you're in a good position. You're obviously in a great position right now.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm a fight or 2 away from, you know, getting back in that conversation. You know, I would definitely say 2 good fights because, so yeah, I let my manager, I let Dana and UFC come up with a fight. I think a lot of guys are lined up right now.
Yeah.
They'll present to me a matchup and then we'll go forth with that, you know? So yeah, again, the biggest thing right now is focusing on Brunson, you know, making sure I'm the best fighter that I can be. So when I step out next time, people are like, hey, he improving and we'll like to see him, you know, facing the champion. I was like this close against Cannonier.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had him, I dropped him with a left hand in the first, almost finished him with a punch. Then I took him down, mounted him, took his back. I had him in the choke. You know, the buzzer sounded, you know, and he ended up, you know, it was more coming into the second round was more of something I could have controlled more, been in better shape. So that's why I'm out here at the Institute right now, working on that, finding out, you know, when I get tired, how can I correct this for the future, you know, because in these big fights, I want to take them home. You know, I want to win, you know, so I can be fighting for a title opposed to, you know, being on the outside looking in, watching the guys fight for a title who, you know, I was winning the fight against, and then he, you know, performed well and was able to win the fight, you know, not taking credit from anyone else, but I know myself and focus on myself. So.
Yeah, I like that. And even when I was just asking you questions about who you're fighting, it's like you kind of left it up like, hey, I'll let them choose and I'll fight whoever is going to get me to that title shot. Last question for me. Obviously, you fought Israel Adesanya back in the day when he was younger. What was it like stepping in the cage with Izzy? And you know, how much has he improved, do you think, since then?
Yeah, tough guy. I went in there, you know, he called me out, wanting to fight me. So I was like, cool, let's do it. And he's a lot scrappier than I thought. You know, I thought, you know, I'll clinch him up and I'll just take him down real easy. Yeah. And granted, I did get there, but he actually put up a better fight. You know, I trip him and then he'll like pop right up. So yeah, the guy, you know, he's a champion for a reason. You know, he got a lot of heart. He fights hard. So like, that's a thing that I had to focus to, get back to the drawing board, work harder. And before that, I was training back at home. After that fight, I went down to Sanford. And I was down there, and I went on a 5-fight winning streak, you know, until losing this fight that I would have fought for the belt here.
Yeah, I mean, you were killing, and you were 1 fight away from getting a you know, the title shot, and who knows what would happen? It would have happened last week in Vegas, right? So it's like, and you were, I mean, really 1 round away, right? Like 1 mistake away, maybe. It's like that first round you were dominating. So, like you said, you got a good head on your shoulders. You're at the UFC PI doing what you need to do to get it done, to get that title shot. Whether it's 1 fight, 2 fights, whoever you line up against, I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of success. And I know you got to get back to the training. So I want to thank you for coming on. Volt Army, before we let go of Blonde Brunson, spam those comments and let him know how excited you are to have him on the stream tonight and part of the Volt Army. And also, guys, we don't know who his next opponent is, but I'm sure it will be announced here pretty soon in the next month or so, because a lot of fights in the middleweight division are playing out. So we're going to have Blonde Brunson fighting as a Volt Inu sponsored fighter probably sometime here in 2022. But Derek, I appreciate you coming on, man. It was an honor to have you on the show. I've been a big fan. And what's your final message to the Volt Army and everybody that's been watching tonight?
Hey, do your research, invest, get with Volt Inu, take your time, have patience, and laugh your way to the bank later.
Let's go. That's my guy, Derek. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, and enjoy Vegas and have a good time in training. I'll shoot you a message after this. Thank you so much for coming on.
Good. All right, catch you guys.
Boom, ladies and gentlemen. That is Blonde Brunson, Derek Brunson on the show, number 4 ranked middleweight in the world. And you guys heard how bullish he is on Volt Inu. I didn't have to say anything. It's like he was hyping it up. He was so bullish on Volt Inu. You see it in his tweets. If you follow him on Twitter, he's saying some stuff like, I got to pull it up. He's saying some stuff like, laughing to the bank, I'm buying more Bitcoin, more Volt Inu, scare money, don't make no money. Like, I love what I see right there. And shout out to everybody here in the chat. Crypto Chick is loving it. My guy Brody G is on. Brody, that's my brother. We got to get some food here. We're getting a little bit hungry here. We just had a great interview with Derek Brunson. What you guys think? What did you guys think? And like I said, we're going to work with Derek Blonde Brunson. You saw him get mad. He's like, don't call me Derek. It's Blonde Brunson. Because I'm pretty sure he not legally changed his name, but he changed his name to Blonde Brunson, went on like a 5-fight win streak, like changes, what's the word, guys? You could probably help me out better than I can do it. Not his alter ego. I think it is an alter ego. Yeah, it's like when you kind of change your persona. But he changed his persona, his alter ego, and he went on a 5-fight win streak. But you heard him say, guys, he's bullish on Volt Inu. He's solid. And I'm gonna work with Voltoshi and Derek, and maybe we get the Volt logo or electricity bolt in the side of his head when he does a pay-per-view fight. How sick would that be? And I saw Pepsi Aaron, I saw you talking about it. You were like, yo, what if he walks out? I think it was Pepsi Aaron. He was like, what if he walks out to the Volt song? Maybe that could happen too. There's a lot of good songs out there right now. What's his name? Soy Migo. He's got a fire song. He's got some bars. Dub from 10 has some bangers. I'm not going to lie. They got some bangers. So we're going to get that stuff. We're going to get the marketing stuff up and running, because I've said it before, guys. We loved it. Blue speaker. Should we get the blue speaker pumping? Should we get the blue speaker pumping? Good deal, Jake. Bullish. But like I said before, guys, it's like, I assisted a little bit because I have friends in the UFC, right? Like I assisted a little bit in bringing these UFC fighters to Volt Inu, right? Like just making the connection. They kind of did the rest. But it's my job to make sure that they not hold up their end of the deal, but that they do what they said they were going to do, right? And maybe go above and beyond. So it's like, if we can get Derek Brunson to get the Volt logo shaved in the side of his head and play a Volt Inu song when he goes out, that's viral. If we can get Brendan Allen to shout out Volt Inu after his fight, that's viral. If we can get Gilbert Burns to shout out Volt Inu, like that would go viral. That would go viral. Shout out to Crypto Chick. That was a fun interview. Like I'm telling you guys, that was like one of my he's one of my favorite fighters. He's number 4 in the world. Came on my show. And I like how he was like, because he probably has an idea of who he wants to fight. He kind of kept it like low key. He's like, hey, fight whoever Dana White tells me to fight. I like that. But like, yeah, there's a big fight. So number 1, so the champion just fought number 2 and Israel won. Robert Whitaker is fighting Marvin Vettori. Paulo Costa's fighting Luke Rockhold. Alex Pereira's probably fighting next for the belt. I know this is probably not making sense to all of you guys. So Derek's sitting here at number 4. He's sitting pretty. He's a couple fights away. From getting that belt. And Keeks 909 said, where do I buy Volt? Guys, can someone answer this question for him? 29 centralized exchanges. You can pretty much buy it anywhere you want. I would probably buy it on Uniswap. Kyle Marquardt said, you're a pretty good speaker. It's not me, man. It's just the blue speaker. This is my role model. This gives me, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, Kyle. We appreciate you here on the Jake Gagan Show. That was fun, guys. Shout out to Heavy Metal Chef. We're voltish. Volt Army loves you, Jake. I love the Volt Army. I love the Volt Army. Randall was fired up. I had fun. My mom's in the stream. We're doing a good job. She was here for an hour. Shout out to Sue Gagan, guys. Can we spam the comments? I know we just rated Blonde Brunson, who's the number 4 ranked UFC fighter in the world, but can we raid Sue Gagan? Can we let Sue Gagan know how great of a job she did with her youngest son, Jake Gagan? We love you, Mom. We love you on the Jake Gagan Show. Cheers, guys. It's good to have you guys here. Everswap Keeks. Can we talk about the NFT leak? Guys? It's not really a leak. I hit up Voltoshi. I was like, yo, can you send me the NFTs? Like, I need to see what they look like. He sent me them. Let me pull it up. I'm not going to show you guys. Let me just so you can see my facial reaction. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up just so you can see my... Oh, these NFTs are sick. Bro, I'm telling you guys. Can you guys see my reaction? Can you guys see my reflection? I'm glad my glasses are on. These NFTs are sick. These are going to go... These are going to fly. These NFTs, when Volt drops them, are going to absolutely fly. Shout out to my guy, Stevie Chapman. Been listening to Old Trusty Blue Speaker for about a year now. Let's get that thing going, guys. Let's get these tunes up. We just had a great stream with Blonde Brunson. Where's my brother at? Tell him to get us some food on the way home. And let's get this. Let's get that thing going. Let's get these music pumping, guys. You know what we got to do. Get that music pumping. How's everybody doing here on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night? Jake, stop taking so much sun. The Ghost Coin 10. I've been out in the sun for like 4 hours a day. It's sunny here in Orange County. Power said I've seen them and they're epic. 50x this month. Yeah, they're gonna. I'm buying like, I don't know how many they're dropping. I don't know what the price is, but I'm buying 20, and I'm giving Blonde Brunson his first one. Oh shit, my mom's ready to party. Ronald said, "Show us one." I can't, or can I? Or did Voltoshi said, "Jake, show them one on the stream"? Did Voltoshi said, "Jake, show them one on the stream"? He might have said that. Randall the Heart said, "Mama Sue, we love you. Great job. Let's go." NFTs. You know when Mama Sue's putting the Volt? I think I need to send Mama Sue some Volt. I don't even know if she has any Volt. She's got crypto. Mama Sue, send me your wallet address. We got to make sure she's volted. But guys, so here's the news. This is actually good news for Volt. And I'm always like, damn, I'm leaving again. I'm not going to be live streaming, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to New York this weekend with Gilbert Burns, sponsored Volt Fighter. We're going to be sitting courtside, octagon side at UFC Fight Night, Long Island, New York. And it's going to be streamed for free on ABC. So it's streamed for free on ABC. We're sitting octagon side, front row. Should I bring my Volt hat and Volt shirt? Should I bring my Volt hat, guys? So when they put Gilbert Burns on the big screen, when they put Gilbert Burns on ABC, Volt Inu is on ABC. Let me know in the comments. Let's go. I'll wear it. Well, I'm gonna wear my drip just so no one knows. I'm gonna wear my drip, right? I'm gonna wear my drip. You gotta wear the drip. I'll probably wear like a Atlanta hat or I don't know, something crazy. Like a hat, right? I'm gonna wear my drip, and then when the cameras come up to Gilbert, because they always come up to Gilbert. Gilbert's one of the biggest fighters in the world right now. They're gonna come up to Gilbert. I'm gonna be sitting to his right. I'm gonna take my hat off. I'm gonna slip on the Volt Inu hat, and Volt Inu is gonna be on ABC, worldwide television. It's gonna be voltish. I'll do it for you guys. Unless there wasn't enough yeses. Mom, you're the judge. Was there enough yeses in the comments? I didn't see that many yeses. I saw like 5. If there wasn't more than 5, I guess they don't want me to wear it. I'm just kidding. Volt ABC. And I'll get some backstage. I'll get some stuff with Gilbert too, rocking the Volt. Gilbert loves Volt. You saw like Derek, like, dude, you can't fake that shit. Like these guys love, like, it's not that they love the token, right? Because a token itself is just, what is it? It's a digital asset, right? They love, like, everybody wants to be accepted, right? They love the community and they love what the Volt Army does. Like, I've talked to Gilbert offline, private. He's like, bro, the Volt Army is insane. He's like, I post some stuff, 300, 400, 500 retweets. He's like, I post another thing, 50 retweets. He's like, what? The Volt Army is insane. So it's not that they want to be accepted. Like, these guys are accepted. They're top UFC fighters in the world, but it's like, it feels good. Feels good. You post something and gets 1,000 retweets. Like, people love it. All right, people want me to wear the Volt Inu hat. I'll make sure to pack it. I'm leaving tomorrow to LA, and then from LA we leave Friday. Saturday, the Volt hat in black hits different. Yeah, the Volt hat in black. So I'll rock that, guys. And I mean, I'm guessing they're putting Gilbert on the screen. I'll put my Volt Inu hat on, or if they don't show me because my beard's too long, my face is too beautiful, when they put Gilbert on, I'll take it off my head and I'll put it on his head. But that's it. Volt Inu will be vaulted on ABC no matter what. Whether it's Gilbert's head or my head, it'll be vaulted. They better put me on there, though. But yeah, these NFTs are sick. Power already saw them. Power's seen them. I think Pablo's seen them. And if you don't know, guys, tomorrow night on Pablo's stream, he's going to be dropping the trailer, or it's going to be dropping while he's live. I don't know if it's on his stream or dropping while it's live, and I'm going to be on the stream with him. My first time on Pablo Crow's show. I can't wait. He came on my show last night. It was fun. I love that guy. He's just good energy. Pablo's just good energy. He just likes to have fun. I want to hang out with the guy in person. I might have to. When and what time? Tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. on Pablo's stream, and then the UFC fight. Oh, Pepsi Aaron said, it's early, dude. It's early. I looked at the time. I was like, what the hell, bro? I've never seen a UFC fight that early. UFC, hold up right now for you. It's super early, dude. Early for East Coast. So for everybody that's at home, I don't know where you live, but we're going to be talking in East Coast hours. So the prelims start at 11 a.m. East Coast. 11 a.m. East Coast. And here he is, Gilbert Burns' younger brother. Herbert Burns is fighting, guys. We're going to vote that guy. The main card starts at 2 p.m. Usually it starts at like 10, I think. Like 10, yeah. Usually it starts at 10. So the main card starts at 2 p.m. So it's on ABC, like I said. So Volt Inu is going to be on ABC. Someone can tweet that out. Volt Inu is going to be on ABC. I will travel. Jake, Pablo volted. Yeah, we're both volted. Let's crank that music. What time on ABC? Right there. So I'm in California right now, so it's 11 a.m. So if you're on the Pacific Coast, it's 11 a.m. If you're on the East Coast, it's 2 p.m. It's a pretty good fight, but you're going to see Volt Inu on ABC. 2 p.m. Saturday, baby. I'll bring the merch. I gotta wear some drip. I gotta wear some drip. Not that Volt's not drip, but we gotta drip out. Some Balenciaga, some Dior. I don't know, Ronald. Everyone loves Crypto Chick. And last time I checked, guys, Volt was pumping. Look at this. Up 10% on the day. Volt is pumping, holding strong during a bear market, guys. If you're with us on this show right now, I just want to say thank you so much, because we're going to have better days. And even though the days aren't too bad for Volt, like most people are either they're pretty much even with their money or they're up. Like unless you invested from April 16th through the 25th through the 26th, which a lot of people did. That's 10 days. Like a lot of people probably invested here. You're up on your bags, unless you invested here, which I put more money in here. I was like, this thing's riding up. But I do believe, this is just my personal opinion, we're going to see brighter days for Volt Inu, and they haven't been bad. Like they've been actually really bright, they've been bright. But we're going to see them drop these NFTs, which is going to be good. We have Volti Change coming. And then when the market picks back up, I do expect to see Volt Inu as a multi-billion dollar market cap. And a lot of people in this chat are going to be very, very wealthy. My personal opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I've been right a lot in crypto. And I know what to look for in these meme coins. And Volt checks off all the boxes. Like, can we talk about Voltoshi for a second? First off, who the hell is this guy? Last night on the stream, we were looking at like the turkey speakers, trying to find. I don't know who he is. Who the hell is this guy? He's a genius. He doesn't sleep. He takes cat naps. He's got a baby. He's got a baby at home. The guy's got a baby at home, and he's running a multi-$100 million company. Was what it once was, and it's soon to be multi-billion-dollar company. So we have Voltoshi. We have the utilities, which are set to launch. The NFTs are going to be a great, not just for community building, but they're a revenue generating machine. Once you guys see these things, guys, you're going to absolutely freak out. Jake, if I can't get an NFT, will you give me one? Absolutely. I'm maxing out, and I'll give some away. Yeah, Volt's going to pump. I've never been so confident. But like I said, guys, I've also been wrong a lot. I've been wrong. But there's something brewing here for Volt. Look who we just had on our stream. What other tokens are just bringing on the number 4 ranked UFC middleweight? What other tokens are bringing on the number 4 ranked UFC welterweight? You know, what other tokens have every YouTuber talking about them? Like, not many. So they're building during a bear market, which leads to insane success. So I'm excited for the future of Volt. You guys should be as well. Is there a price range? Jake, I have no idea. I would guess so this is just coming from me. I have no idea. I haven't talked to anybody about this, but I would hope mints around 0.1 ETH, 0.1 to 0.2, because ETH is pretty cheap. So that's what I would hope. Shout out to our guy, Pepsi Aaron. Shout out to Ronald. I'm a future Voltaire. Yes, you are. William Max said, there you go. Countless Europe. Everybody loves Volt. Get that bang, bro. Can I tell you guys something too? We are 5 days without caffeine. 5 days without caffeine. What the hell? Don't trust anyone that doesn't drink caffeine. Like, I'm 5 days without caffeine. I've been drinking coffee for about 5 years straight, every day, every morning, as soon as I wake up. And 5 days ago, I guess I decided to do a caffeine cleanse. The first 2 days were absolute hell. I had a headache. I was like, dude, I couldn't even focus. But once I got through the first 2 days, it kind of got a little bit better. But we're 5 days now. I'm like, I'm going to keep this thing going. But yeah. Shout out to my mom. My mom's sending money in. Oh my goodness. My mom's sending money in. Jake, I'll trade you my BTF NFT. It's a pretty sick NFT. I might have to take you up on that. Shout out to Ian Randall. We work out together every single day. He's been coffee strong, and every day in the morning, he can probably test it. I'm like, I wake up at 6, I go in the workout. I'm like, I need coffee after this. He starts laughing, and then we get our workout in, and we don't do coffee. So yeah, damn, stay clean and don't go back. I think I'm gonna to. Have you tried Mudwater? Those damn YouTube ads. I'm doing like the past 2 days. It's like the mushroom. What's it called? Someone help me out. It's like the mushroom packets that have like reishi and blah 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 and blah blah blah, but it's like not caffeine, but it is. $100 gonna get you right. Yes, sir. You're doing good. Keep it up. Discipline. Yeah, it's all about, you got to have discipline in your life. You know, it's like there's too many easy distractions and things that will take you off your course, right? Like alcohol is one of them, marijuana, porn, sex, like watching Netflix, binge watching TV, binge watching the Jake Gsg Show, which you should continue to do. It's not a bad addiction. You're going to make a lot of money while doing so. But there's a lot of these easy things. Like today, when I was driving home, I was tired. I was like, I'll go get a coffee. And I was like, you know what? You're 5 days strong. Just stick with it. What happens if you stick with it? Because you know what the other side is, right? Like, I know what it's like to, and it's not a bad addiction, right? I would wake up in the morning and like, I would need a coffee. It's not bad. And you just need a coffee, but it's like, I know what that's like. What if I push through? Like, what if I make it 7 days, 14 days, 21 days? Who knows? What food are you getting? I don't know. It's up to Brendan. What is up? Armed to fight you? Are you armed to fight Derek Brunson though? Are you armed to fight Derek Brunson? Because I put my money on Blonde Brunson. I'll put my money on Blonde Brunson every single day. Let's get that blue speaker back up and running. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. Who's with me? Dallas Blockchain's with me. I'll join you. No coffee for the rest of the week. Dallas, we're going to check in. Who else is with us, guys? Who else is going to stick strong with your boy Jake Gsg and go no coffee? No coffee the rest of the week. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? This is the comment of the day. I love that. Oh, the B&B side just killed a zero. The ghost is going no coffee. Let's go. No coffee. Oh, Brandon Dill said no thanks. He said no thanks. Brandon, come on, Brandon. You gotta go no coffee with your brother. Fuck no, I own espresso stands. I love espresso, dude. Honestly, I shouldn't even brought up coffee because now I want coffee. My mom said I'm addicted to JK. I don't know if that's concerning or not, but no, I'm just kidding. We love her. Randall said staying strong. You have to stay strong. Now we have 1 minute left, guys. I have an hour stream because I'm going to meet my brother for dinner. We're going to celebrate, but just want to say thank you to you guys for tuning in. That was a fun stream. We had Blonde Brunson come on. We're going to plan a lot of good stuff with these UFC fighters. I think was it Power? Power sent a donation. He said, "Hey, will you talk about Volt Inu in a ESPN interview?" It's like, yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure Gilbert will wear his hat when he's on the MMA hour with Ariel Helwani, right? Like, I'm sure Gilbert will talk about Volt Inu. Like, we're going to get these things strategically placed. Like, as you guys know, it's like I understand the business operations. Like, You don't just sign somebody as a partnership and say, hey, tweet about us a couple times. Like, these guys are tweeting about us. These guys are making videos. These guys are like, Gilbert's inviting me to a UFC fight where I'm going to wear a Volt hat in front of millions on ABC, right? It's like these little things. So we're going to make these strategic partnerships work for Volinho. But that was a cool stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Now it's time to go get dinner. I'm flying to New York on Friday, so no live stream tomorrow. I will be on Pablo's stream. It'll be remote. NFT trailers are dropping. I haven't seen the trailer. I've seen a sneak peek of the NFTs. These things are sick. Shout out to Homie Clicks. We love you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping in. And yeah, these NFTs are going to be dope, guys. Make sure to have your ETH ready to go. Load up because it's going to be great. I love you too, Heavy Metal. We love you, brother. Thank you so much for being a member of the Jake Hagan Show, part of the G Unit. We love you. Kyle said, thanks, bro. It was awesome. Shout out to Crypto Chick. Thank you so much for the $100 donation. We love you. Pepsi Aaron said, I gave up smoking cigarettes for Volt and now working on caffeine. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Safe travels, brother. We love Cajun Crypto. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Mama Sue. It's always a great time on the Jake Hagan Show. Yes, it is. Crypto Chick said, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your trip. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. What a fantastic, fantastic show with Blonde Brunson. That's the end of it. Great stream. Thank you guys for watching. And we will see you guys on the next episode of the Jake Hagan Show. Shout out to Ian Randall. Cause tomorrow. Keep crushing, bro. I love you. I love you too. Let's keep this momentum going. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon. Peace.